welcome back, guys. Me and Jamie just got back from lunch. This is gonna be part two of the my friend that has the car dealership. He brought us a R34 that he picked up from a JDM auction, and we are currently rebuilding it right now. We was waiting on parts from O'Reilly's to get here, and we got the car currently primered. It's ready to be painted. Got all new stuff. Got some new seats. I'm still trying. I made a few phone calls at lunchtime, and we are going to be able to get this back seat replaced. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull it out of here. We actually got another one. In fact, let me make sure that they did get the right one. Back up, because it was in the body workshop area, not the workshop area, but the interior, and I don't even see it on here. Hold up, let me look at something real quick. Lord have mercy. Hold on, I'm fighting with everything right now. Let's see, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna put in stuff. There it is. I'm hitting every wrong button imaginable, guys. Hold on. It's supposed to be this one right here. But anyways, we got another back seat for it. It was too trashed up. You know, made some phone calls. He wants the back seat replaced. So we forgot to bring up. We did put custom seats and a steering wheel in there. So hopefully there's no issue with that. If not, then you know what? We'll just get all the original stuff and put it into here. But let's go ahead and finish assembling the rest of our motor. Alright, so got a brand new part there. You know what? We're gonna do something with this. We're gonna give this a little bit of flash. Since we are going to be repainting this car, we are going to repaint this valve cover. We're gonna give it like a metal look. We're gonna have to move our Lamborghini real quick. Let me move it next door into the testing path for right now. And we'll just leave that into here, and we'll go back into the paint booth, and we're going to paint this valve cover, give it a little bit of shine. Let's see, I forgot how to I forgot there's a way that you can actually go through this and faster than what wait a minute, here we go. Let's see. Engine head cover. I forgot what, I think it's like ignition coil covers or something like that. Let's see, I gotta figure out where it is in all these parts. That's the only thing about keeping a bunch of parts in stock, like in your inventory, because you gotta go through everything just to find it. I wish there's a way like you could type it in and find it, but unfortunately there isn't. Rim, upper suspension arm. Okay, so let me see. It's coils cover, so it's going to be C. There's supposed to be a way that you can go through these parts really quick, and I forgot how to do it exactly. I know just sitting there holding it is one way, but it's going to be in the C section, so there it is, ignition coil cover. And then we got the broken one. We ain't gonna paint it, we're gonna paint the new one. So we are going to go with a try to go with a, look at this chrome, and then we got gloss, and we got metallic. Metallic looks pretty good, but you see the color is not a very bright red, so that's not what we're going for. Actually, there's not a whole lot that's really a bright red on here, so I don't know how this is gonna work. Because we're also gonna be doing the brake calipers too. Let me see something. Let me go in my previous colors of paint, see what I can find. See, that's not really a red. That's more like a burgundy color more than anything else. So you know what? We're just gonna go with a black chrome, and we're gonna do it black. We'll just do it like that. Better than factory. It wouldn't let me choose the bright red for the ignition coil cover, but anyway, so I wasn't just gonna throw it back on there looking all stock. We could have painted these other things, but you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and get this engine back together because he's needing this car desperately before the day is over with. And plus we want to get down there and go run our car at the drag strip. So we was able to rebuild we was not able to fix the intake manifold. So looks like we're gonna pull out our tablet here and get into, we're gonna get a performance intake for this car. Like I said, we gotta at least bring this car up to the factory horsepower, and since it's got some wear and tear, we're gonna get a better air intake for it. This is also going to increase our performance and gas mileage. It's a TIG welded stainless steel, fully polished intake. We was able to rebuild the injectors and flow test them. The throttle body looks like we're going to have to order another throttle body. If I'm going to do that, I might as well get a performance one. I got these throttle bodies in stock already because I needed it for another car, and I had this intake. This is some stuff that we picked up at the from stripping down another car. So we'll go ahead and throw this performance one on there. This is going to give us a lot of air volume because there ain't no reason to upgrade this part right here if you don't have a big enough throttle body to even flow the air into it. It's almost useless without having the whole complete piece. And since this is not a turbo car, getting air into this motor and out as quickly as possible is going to be the best option. And we possibly could upgrade the headers, but this has already got flow matched exhaust, so we don't have to worry about that. It should be good enough by itself. We're gonna go ahead and put our belt and tensioner back on, and then our cooling fan assembly. Now these I'm supposed to have in stock, so alright, so we're gonna have to hit up O'Reilly's again and get a tensioner. So this is a vehicle specific. I've hit the wrong button one more time. So we're just gonna order one of them since it is vehicle specific. Let me see if we're gonna need another cooling fan too. So back into our parts menu, we'll wait on the cooling fan and the tensioner to get in, and that will be it for the motor. We're gonna wait to paint it. The paint is going to be the last thing. So we got our seat in, it just arrived, so we'll go ahead and like I said guys, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Interior. Alright, so we got a brand new back seat, so that looks good. So man, everybody should be happy with this car. Whoever comes up here and checks out this car, they're gonna be happy to get it. It's fairly, mainly stock. It's not, too flashy. We did put an upgraded hood so it can vent the air. We're going to try to do everything we can for this little non-turboed I think they're called a RB26, I think is what the Skyline engines are actually called. Let me look that up, because I want to know. We're going to ask Google real quick. I think it is a RB26. This is a 98, let me see. 98 Skyline GTR engine.
Nissan Skyline GTR. According to Wikipedia, the RB260 TT engine is a 2.6L inline-6 engine manufactured by Nissan for use in the 1989 to 2002 Nissan Skyline GTR.
Wow, they used this engine from 1989 to 2002, and it's a RB, let's see. As she said, 226. Let's see, a lot of this stuff's in Japanese. Hold on. R32, RB and R32. Let's see, engine. Referred to as Godzilla. Yeah, we got that. Wow, it's giving me the whole history on this car. Yeah, RB2026. Okay, so that's the engine code. But anyway, so it's not a turbo, so we're gonna try to do everything we can for this engine to get the best out of it. We're not gonna mess with the factory computer. He doesn't want anything too wild done to it, but what we got going on here is going to increase the fuel mileage by a lot. So trying to think of what else we had to mess with on here before we get the engine, because we're waiting on those engine parts. And let me get the car up in the air, because I was going to actually look. Let's look at the customer order form. Alright, we know we got the ignition coils. We done all of that. Unless it's not going to accept the performance ignition coils. Because see, it's taken... Oh, it ain't going to know until we put the engine back into the car. Okay, so gotcha. It's not updating because the motor is not in the car. So even though you may have replaced these parts on an engine, until you get the engine back in the car, it is not going to take it off of this checklist. So I'm hoping that that's what's going on, because if not, then that means they're going to be picky about, yep, see, it's not accepting the hood. So it looks like we are going to have to put a factory hood on this car. So he doesn't even want an aftermarket hood, but that's alright. We'll save this hood. Let me get over here and get a hold of the parts dealer down into town, and hopefully they got the factory hood still. Alright. Try to do what you can and give a little bit more than just the factory, and just some people don't even want it. But it's not my car, so I'm going to do what they want. So we're waiting on the hood. We're waiting on that. The hood should come pre-primered black, so we're not going to have to, because I'm not priming this car again. We've done already spent $2,000 in primering this car already, so we got enough into it. So we're going to wait for that to get here. Remember, you're going to run into picky people in your world of trying to help others. You know, you're trying to do your best to help people, and people are still going to be picky about what you are doing. So just remember, you went into it with good faith, and if it doesn't work out and they want the factory stuff on there, even though you done spent the money trying to do something good, save it for your car. It's a blessing for you later. Don't waste it. You know, it wasn't a waste you trying to help somebody in the first place, but whatever. So we got our other parts in for the engine while we was waiting. Let's get this tensioner on here so the belt don't fall on the floor. And we got a cooling fan assembly. Well, this is an old clutch driven fan. Alright, so how these things work is there is electromagnetic clutch in here. It kind of works like an AC compressor. There's a plug that goes up to it, but you're trying to figure out, well, how does this plug work if this spins? You can't have a wire. Well, what it is is there is a electromagnetic shaft that goes into here, and whenever 12 volts goes to this thing, it locks down this cooling fan with a magnetic force, and then some of them have resistance fluid into it where you can sit there and spin it with your hand, but up underneath an extreme load or spinning real fast, it will turn the cooling fan, but it allows it to slip. But if it was me, I would just do away with this whole thing and go with an electronic cooling fan, because this creates drag on the motor. This is killing power and fuel economy trying to turn this fan. That's the reason why all the newer cars went to the electronic cooling fans, which you got to worry about too, because sometimes those electronical items can fail, and if they fail, you're going to have a car that's fixing to overheat if you don't have somebody that watches those needles. And guys, a lot of people nowadays are turning into key turners, is what I call, not being disrespectful, but all they know is to put the key in the ignition and turn it. They don't know how to check fluids, they don't know how to do this, and you can save yourself a lot of money knowing what to check on a vehicle before you ride, because I do it all the time with my vehicles. About every 3 rides, I check fluids, I check everything. So um, sometimes Jamie be getting aggravated because she's having to wait on me to check everything, but it's better to check on it than be broke down on the side of the road and you really got a wasted day. So, but anyway, so we got our hood in. They done dropped it off. Let's get our motor stand over here and get ready to put this engine back in to see if we're gonna have any more complaints about what we've done to the car. It's just sad. Try to do something and this goes on. You do not have the necessary parts. Well, I guess I need to go pick this engine up off of the stand. We're just gonna carry it across the shop, guys. No, I'm just, we're not doing that. Anyway, so you know, we'd have the engine hanging on this roller stand. We'd be pulling it up here and we would go ahead and install this engine. Alright, so it's in there. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's got some nice shine to it. We got some nice parts on there. So, you know, you should be happy about that. Let's go ahead and put the factory hood back on there, since our custom one wasn't, you know, I didn't really like that. And we also got some new license plates. Jamie went and picked them up for us at the dealership. So it will be ready to go, because I think they already got a customer ready to buy the car. They found out that you know, DrivenByChrist Auto built this car, so they are a lot of people are trying to get it, because they already know whenever we build something, we put the utmost effort into doing the best that we can. So so it looks like they already got a buyer, so we'll go ahead and put this door on there, and we're going to try to get this car finished today. But we got a few things that we got to do. We got to put it on the test path for suspension. We also got to dyno this engine, because we're going to have to retune this factory ECU to handle the modifications that we have put onto here. But let's go ahead and start putting coolant reservoirs. We're going to go ahead and replace all of that stuff too. That way everything looks brand new up underneath the hood. We're going to put a new radiator into it. This is all stuff that we are doing out of the kindness of our heart. So we are going to put a performance air filter into it, since we are running a bigger air intake. We don't want nothing restricting the air that we got going into the motor, or else it's pointless of getting a high flow air system if you're going to choke it up in the beginning. So the best way I can explain it, it's like taking a little straw and attaching it to a big straw and trying to suck through the little straw that's attached to the big one. Well, the big one does have more capabilities of moving more air, but because you're choked up with that little straw, you're not going to move any more air than what this little straw, which would be the intake right here, would be able to pull through there. So you got to open it all the way up if you want to get the maximum performance out of your car. We're going to go ahead and also put the battery into here, and we're going to do some simple diagnosing. We got assembly lube on the engine, but we're going to go ahead and put some engine oil into here because we are going to have to spin the motor over to check some things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we got that. Got that into there. Alright, so let's start diagnosing since we got everything. Fuel pressure test, we'll go ahead and check out engine needs to be complete to perform this action. Oh, apparently they're wanting me to put the clutch in. Oh yeah, speaking of that, we gotta order that clutch assembly. We're gonna get a performance clutch from O'Reilly's. Since this is going to be a, we want it to have quality parts, so we're waiting on that to get here. We'll go ahead and start topping off the rest of the fluids while we're sitting here waiting on parts. Go ahead and get the cooling system burnt, get all the air pockets out of the system. We want to fill this thing all the way up. Because if there's any air pockets, they'll go ahead and they'll work their way down, work into the coolant reservoir, and it will pull fluid back into there. Once the engine cools off, it starts creating a vacuum, and it pulls fluid back into the motor, and basically your air pockets escape. We're going to need power steering fluid for sure. We definitely don't want to be spinning over a brand new power steering pump with no fluid into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're not going to put any brake fluid in. In fact, that is the other thing that we did forget to do. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the brakes on here also. We're going to hook our friend up since he's advertising for our business. And all we're going to do is just pull the calipers. We ain't got to worry about losing fluid. And we're going to put a set of our, actually, we're going to need to order some new brake calipers from O'Reilly's. We're going to go ahead and get a box of them, which we're going to go ahead and get 20 of them. And we're going to take the ones that we already got. We do already got 4 of them, but we're going to go ahead and go ceramic coat them and get them painted up. That way, you know, ceramic coating helps with dispersing heat, and that is one thing that you do not want building up in your braking system is heat. Because what happens is once stuff starts getting too hot, you'll have what they call brake fade, where the brakes are not grabbing as good as they possibly could because everything is overheating. Brakes, guys, they get really hot. I mean, they can get over 800-900 degrees. Some of them, I've seen these race cars where this rotor right here will literally be glowing red from them. From the friction created from trying to stop. So you definitely want some good braking quality going on. But we're going to go up into here and we're going to ceramic coat 4 of these. We're going to rebuild 4 of these calipers, put in the high temp seals, anything to upgrade the brakes, because that is the only thing that stops the vehicle. So very important. And we are going to use the go with this. Which one's brighter? We'll go with that one, the metallics. Alright. Okay, there it is. Right trigger. I let my fingers remember what it was that I done before. My fingers remembered, but I couldn't remember. That's crazy. But come on now. get over here to it. Alright. Nope, we're not painting that one. That's not the good one. There was a... I normally try to scrap all my bad pieces. That way I don't accidentally paint the ones that are wore out. Alright, once you hear it spraying, let's get this one into here. Alright, so we got all that done. We got the seals rebuilt into them. We pulled out the more regular factory seals and went in with some high temp brake caliper parts. So it's going to hold together good. And how it identifies it is they are going to be red in our inventory. So, oh, wheel cylinders are not looking good. Let me go ahead and order a box of them too. So it looks like we were running out of our braking components. Go ahead and get rid of that. Alright, so we're gonna need, we ordered 20, so we'll order 20 of these. We'll wait on them to come in. I think the brake master cylinder was good, so brakes shouldn't take that long. Like I said, we've already ceramic coated, so we'll go ahead and put the back ones on, because the back ones did have good wheel seals. It was just the front ones that were kind of worn out. So there we go, 100%. Yeah, look at there. That looks good. Alright, got that on there. Go ahead and get this caliper on, and after this we'll go ahead and bleed the brakes. I'm gonna probably have to pull that other tire off. I think we can probably bleed it without having to take the tire off, so that way we don't get oil and stuff all over our new rims. So, our refurbished rims, I should say. They're like new. Alright, so we'll go ahead, we'll gravity bleed everything, and how you do it is you would open up the put a little rubber hose on the end of the nipple, on the bleed nipples, and you can hang like a little bottle off of here. And how you gravity bleed them is you open up every one of the calipers. And then you take it and you pressurize the fluid going down into this brake cylinder. What it does is it pushes fluid through here, pushes it all the way through the lines, and any air pockets that's in the lines is going to come out whenever the fluid starts leaking from these brake calipers. And once you don't see any more air bubbles coming out and it's nothing but fluid, you can still save that fluid. So right here you would literally overfill this, and there's like a little funnel that goes into here where you can overfill it. And it basically, as the fluid level drops, it's going through all your brake lines and dripping down, and you get all the air out of the system. Then you go around and you close off the valves on each of the calipers, and that's it. You get in there, do a brake test, you know, pump up the brakes, make sure you got a good brake pedal, and go around and individually hit each one of them, just to double check it. Like I said, this is the only thing that stops the vehicle. So I've always double bled my brakes and just save the fluid, because you will go through a lot of fluid gravity bleeding and then bleeding them with a person to be able to assist you with it. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the tires back on. Alright, let's get up underneath here and kind of visually check everything else out. We've already put new axles in, we've done that. Our performance clutch kit is here, so we're gonna go ahead and put that, and it's a performance clutch. It has a ProLite flywheel, a lot lighter weight components. The clutch disc is a lot thicker, and it's made out of a special material that grips that flywheel and this pressure plate a lot more. And this pressure plate has a heavier load spring into it. That way it grips that clutch better. That way it has less of a chance of slipping up underneath a load. And considering this is not even a turbo model, they're not going to be able to slip this clutch at all. So the clutch release bearing was still good, so we can put it back onto there. We don't have to worry about putting a brand new one of them on. We'll put our transmission on here. We was able to rebuild the transmission, and you know, go through it. We'll put a new starter on. I think we was able to refurbish the starter, and we'll put our downpipe back on. Alright, there we go, and then we got a drive shaft. And that is the last thing. Once we run down all those bolts, then we got to do some suspension diagnosing, but we're going to go ahead and check all of our electronics. And remember, he said do the best that we can. That's what we're going to do. So, engine diagnosing, we're going to go ahead and do a fuel pressure test. Oh yeah, we're good. Fuel pump is at 75%. Oh, it's at 100%. Could have swore it said 75, but alright, so we got a 100% completed fuel system. Maybe we ran some cleaner through there and got that fuel pump back flowing. Alright, now we're going to check, we already know about the tires. We're going to check everything electronically. Make sure all of our fuses are good. Alternator. Guys, fuses, they either work or they don't work. There's really not a percentage on them. Like, they kind of got that messed up. Now, relays do wear out. They could possibly have a percentage on a relay that works or doesn't work, or it tries to stick, you know. Different things like that. But since, you know, everything's good, it passes the inspection, nothing's wrong, we're not gonna mess with anything electronical. But we are gonna run an OBD2 scan on the we're gonna do a compression test. I know we just got finished doing internal engine work, so we're gonna check it and see what we got going on. Ooh, bottom end's kind of wore out. We're below 75%, so we're almost down to the 50% range on the lower end of the block. But I mean, he don't want to go into that, so that's going to be some money there, rebuilding the bottom end of this motor. Let's check out all of our other electronics, any sensors, anything that the OBD scan tool picks up. This should be 100% ready to go because we did a tune-up on it. ECU is good. Catalytic converter is good. So looks like everything's good. Alright. And that was the last test. So now what we got to do is we're going to roll this car over there to our testing path. And we're going to run it through the suspension course and make sure that it is ready. Yep, okay. This is going to tell us if we got anything wrong with the brakes or suspension that we need to check. I know the brakes are going to be good. They should be 100. We got some stuff going on back left. I don't know why it would be. Maybe it's the overall percentage of the pad life. Alright, so everything passes in suspension. It should give us the full list. Okay, nothing is in the red on the suspension, so we're good there. We're going to check the alignment. Alignment's good. We're going to have to realign these headlights because we did put new headlights into here. Alright. kind of keep them down towards the road. That way we're not blinding people. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? Oh, that's the left headlight, man. And you got the right headlight. I didn't even realize you could go left and right up here. I thought it was all in one thing. You want to make sure they're matched up. Alright, so there we go. We got the headlights aligned. Suspension is good, so we're going to go ahead and move this car into the paint shop and go ahead and put its final color onto it. So let's see what the customer order wants. We may be left to other tasks, so yep. He's saying go ahead and paint it whatever we want to paint it. So since we got red interior, our brake pads are metallic. We do got that. And we got the chrome red, which I really like that chrome red. That is some shiny red, but could be a blinding situation going down the road. So we're just gonna go with the metallic. Looks good, matches with everything. And he did want us to, so that's $3,000 just in paint right there. So we've spent some money on this car, but this thing looks amazing. Every time I see that blood red cover, man, be thinking of Jesus right there. That's salvation right there. But anyways, looks good on the inside. Got a good aftermarket steering wheel, so whoever gets this car should be extremely happy. You know, I would really like it. It did come from Japan. It's got Japanese writing on it, so sounds good. It's flowing a lot better. And then for the final thing, we're gonna go ahead and run it on the dyno and see what our performance numbers are. Let's see. Yeah, we ain't gonna be doing no tuning. We're just gonna run the factory horsepower was 214. Let's see if our upgrades got it at least up to factory, because remember the lower end of the engine is wore out, so it's some lost power. Boy, that thing's got a lot of torque. Okay, so we gained 11 horsepower. That's good. That's better than factory. So they will feel a little bit of performance increase. We got better gas mileage. So overall, this is a nice car. So we dynoed it. We did the suspension test on it, and I think we are ready for our friend to come down here and pick up our car. So we're going to put it out here in front of the entrance. And we'll wait for him to come and get it. We're gonna check over everything one more time. We got the tags. We always forget the tags. Jamie didn't let us forget the tags this time. And let's go through one more time. Just check through everything. Make sure we did not miss nothing. So yeah, everything's ready to go. So Jamie gave him a call. He's gonna be on the way to come and pick up the car. He's gonna be real happy with it. So let's see what we actually end up making on that car. Wow, that was a good run there. It was a $24,000 payout on that job. So definitely got a huge job bonus. Bonuses out the wahoos. It was more than $13,000 in job bonuses. So let's go ahead and send him on his way. There is seat to leather missing from car. Alright, so we already got a problem. Apparently they do not want custom seats in the car. They just want the factory seats. So looks like we are going to have to let's pull out our tablet. Get down here in the interior shop. We're gonna have to look for the seats for this car, the factory seats. Come on. Alright, let's see. I forgot exactly what are the factory seats. We're gonna have to look in our inventory real quick and see what the factory seats was in this car. Okay, it's not showing us. Let's go to all parts. We done ordered so many parts and done so much. Alright, so right here, seat 2 leather A is what they want into here. And I guarantee you there's probably going to be a problem with the steering wheel too, so we're just going to get it too. Add to shopping list. I'm going to pull out all the custom parts, man. That's what I'm talking about. Trying to do nice things, and just sometimes people don't want the good stuff. So we'll pull it out, pull out all of our performance stuff, and we'll save that. We'll save that for our car. Whenever we, don't you dare do it. Alright. So we're gonna need 2 of them. And the factory steering wheel. Alright. So now we gotta wait on that stuff to get down to here. While we're waiting on that, we'll go back here and we are going to see where all of our cars are at. We'll go ahead and move this car back in. We're gonna work on the Lamborghini at first. We are gonna build a front wheel drive drag car, but okay, so they got that one in the paint booth. Where is our Lambo? No, it's not in here. That is weird. Where's our Lamborghini? Maybe it's in here on one of these car racks. Okay, we already got it in here ready to go on the car rack. So, I don't think we're gonna build the race. Oh yeah, that was the other thing that he wanted done too. So, let me get this moved. We got one more thing to do. We forgot to do for the customers. So they did want some window tint done, because it's kind of hot over here where we're at. It's always in a desert. So we'll get this going. Let's see, right here. Use, yes. All windows, we're gonna go. Alright, so that's double alt tint. So that would be like 10% light visibility coming in. Then you got 20%. 20% is normally what the factory is, so we're gonna hit it with a 20%. And let's get this moved back out to the front entrance, and we'll go ahead and put our seats in that they got delivered. All original stuff. Here you go. There it is. Have factory all day long. It ain't gonna look as good, but like I said, it ain't my car, so let's go ahead and save just to be on the safe side. Alright, there you go. There's your all stock looking GTR ready to go. So alright, let's go ahead and get our money on this. See, we didn't even gain any more money for actually doing that, so it ended up costing us some money. But anyways, that car is out of here. So in total, we made, even helping them out, we still made about $11,000 in profit on that car. So we got that done. We got the Lambo set up for the next episode. Let's see. We'll just check the customer order list tomorrow. I'm done doing work inside the shop. We're gonna go take our car down here to the drag strip, and let's get this thing opened up, and we're gonna go see what we can do down there at the strip. Alright. Go ahead, crank it up. So probably in fuel in this supercharged motor, we probably went with a flex fuel kit. already got this car set up so we don't have to actually practice. We can just go ahead and jump straight into the tournament for this afternoon. And we're going to do the half-mile run. And hopefully we come out good. $1,000, yep, let's do it. Alright, let's get our bets in. So, we got a 971, so we want to go ahead and bet for it because we don't anything. Oh yeah, right here. We already know that this car is going to win. This is, yeah, we'll go with him. Just have to go with the highest one. A lot of these cars are so close to each other, it's hard to tell what is going to win and what is not going to win. Always go with the Paganis because those cars are just ridiculously fast. See, right here, see how we're losing? That means that that the slower car end up winning. So that means we're probably going to win this tournament. Alright, as long as we don't red light. Here we go. I think we broke 208 that time. Oh, almost. We almost broke 208 miles per hour. Reaction time was kind of boo-boo, but we end up beating that car by almost a whole second. So that's a good run in that first bracket. Let's see. Yep, everything worked like I wanted it to. A lot of people are seeing, whoa, you done lost like a whole lot of money betting though. No, what I just did was guarantee a win because I betted on the car that would more than likely be able to outrun mine. So since this game tries to cheat you, it's going to make the faster car lose because you betted on it. So now, since the faster car lost, you got more of a chance of actually winning the tournament, which is overall what is going to pay you the money. Now, from the first run is where you want to do that. Now, from the rest of your bets, you want to actually bet like you really would think which car was going to win. So that's what we're going to do, and we're losing like crazy. So I don't know what's going on with all of this. But either way, let's get it. Ooh, we kind of got sideways on us there. I'll have to check the tires. Because it walked sideways when it was coming off the line. Then I thought we was just going to hit the wall. But, that time. Reaction was not good at all, and he was right behind us too. We almost lost that one. Alright. So we're gonna really put some money into this one. We gotta make up for what we done lost. But each time you win, you do win some money, or you actually win the race. So here we go. Let's do it. That one, ooh, we got a good reaction time, 0.015. We're in a 13.8 and a half, so that's good. He lost by a long shot, and there we go. I figured I was gonna at least get that last one, but it looks like we're gonna be racing against a Pagani, so. And he's a 998, so I don't know how this one's going to go. I hope we win this one, guys. We're going to pray on it. Jesus is going to be with us. We're going to get this one. We're going to get it. Alright, let's see if I can stay on my shifting points and get in Alright. Get situated. Alright, here we go. got it. We got him by almost a whole second. And we even come off the line slow. He actually left before we did. We beat him all the way around through the eighth, through the quarter, and the half. Alright, so that's it. We won that championship for today, for this afternoon. So, $13,250. So, in total today in profit, we've done made $23,000. Let me see. Do we got enough time to catch another championship? Yeah, we got Tim. We got Tim. Yeah, we got some time. Let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna try to run through this last championship real quick. See what we can do. See if we can't get some profits in for today. See if we can't bump those profits up to, you know, about $30,000. Cause we got a car that we got to be working with. So. If it's to be working on a Lamborghini, and those parts are going to be outrageously expensive. And it looks like they got us running against every supercar that they can possibly imagine out here. Alright, so there we go. We got 2 wins. I accidentally betted on those wrong. I meant to do it the other way, so I probably just made it harder on us. Dirty reaction time, but we still got it. We took the win. Alright. So we did come out on positive in our bets this time. So we're going to go with that one. We're going to go with this one. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Nope. That's right. I forgot about the Paganis. They, go for that one, since that one does have more performance points. Oh yeah, we're killing it out here in the placing our bets on some of our friends that are out here racing with us this weekend. So, or not weekend, but the end of the day. That one too. Oh yeah, we got him by a good amount. So, pretty good little car. It's staying consistent. I mean, we got a little bit of wheel spin coming off the line right now, so may need to start checking out some stuff again, because it wasn't spinning this much at first. It was hooking and going, so we probably done burned the tires up on it. Already pretty much know that this car is gonna win. Let's go. Let's do it. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Only got a little bit and we gotta get back. Race. Let's see what we got. It's a Ferrari. I know we got this one. We got this one. We're gonna get it. Unless I red light for some reason. The game may try to cheat me, but we're gonna come off the line a little bit slow. Off the line a little bit slow to make sure we get the red light, and we just took another championship. Just that quick, guys. Alright, so we just turned, what was it I said? We made about $30,000 in profit. Yeah. so far. So we just took in another $13,000 in profit. So it's a total of about $37,000 in profit today. And that's not even selling parts, which I'm going to do that off camera because that's a lot of stuff that I got to go through. And on our next episode, we're going to see what our proceeds are before, we start on the, we're going to actually be starting on the Lamborghini build in the next one. We'll check the customers, we'll see what's going on, but we're going to start building cars in between doing customer work for the dealership because we always got work to do for them. So let's get back to the garage, get our drag car put up. Alright, so as you can see, it's got dirt and stuff all over it. We'll clean it up the next time before we go out, but let's look at some stuff real quick. For some reason, this car is starting to walk sideways whenever we take off at the thing. Something's not doing right because it just went straight before, and now all of a sudden it's starting to walk to the right a little bit. We may have done tore up a bushing already, so we're gonna have to put this thing on the suspension path and get it cleaned up. But I was just checking fluids. We're gonna check our oil because we done ran this thing on 4 weekends, so oil is still good, still a good color, but we're gonna go ahead and change. We always keep new oil in. We need to change it for every race week. So we already ran it over the weekend, and we just ran it today on this Monday. So alright guys, so tomorrow is going to be Tuesday. It's going to be another episode, and we are going to start on our Lamborghini build. And we'll work on it, get some parts going for it. We're also going to be running our drag car, and we may even take the Lamborghini down there just as a stock car, just to see what it'll do through the through the half mile, and then we'll put it up for sale. We may call up one of our friends down there, old Johnny down there at the dealership, and see if he can't find some buyers for this Lamborghini that we're going to restore. But anyways guys, that is pretty much it for this episode. You know, Johnny said that the customer who bought the Skyline GTR was extremely thrilled with it. They saw the performance upgrades that we done, the extra work that we done. Let's go ahead and kill these lights. Yeah, you saw it get dim whenever you look at it. But lock everything up and get ready to head to the house because we are done for today. But he was really happy with it. Customers was happy about the car, so pretty much anything we build here is going to be ready to be bought, so we should never have a problem selling a vehicle. But anyways, that's going to be it for this Monday. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow morning on the next episode. Y'all have a blessed night, and let Jesus work through your life every day. Things are so much greater if you do. But anyways guys, I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow morning. Until then, have a blessed one. Bye.